Hello everybody and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac After Death Plus Retry Achievement 100%. I do believe that we have a new update of Ipecac. I have personally updated myself. I say I do believe because last time we had a good few issues with it, and you guys didn't end up seeing that, but we'll hope that this time it's downloaded correctly. There should be a lot of fixes to things like pedestal mimics and all that jazz. We are playing the Keeper again because I hate myself. Ooh, okay, so I've been giving feedback on many of the new enemies and rooms, and we have found so as you can already see. You can already see these poop dudes that fly around are way more manageable. But I have to say, these rock-related enemies seem a little strong for the first floor. Yeah, we're going to just restart. The room's too much. Yeah, so I've been trying to give my honest feedback on all of the rooms that I can and everything, and making sure that I give as honest feedback as I can, whether it's negative or positive. I think one big thing that I've been noticing so far about some of the new custom rooms, a few of them have had a few too many enemies. I don't believe Yumheart does anything for us. A few of them have had a few too many enemies. Curse the Blind, we definitely don't want that. And like the other thing I've noticed is that it seems that a lot of like where enemies appear seems to be kind of skewed. Like the rooms themselves don't seem... Oh my god, that was bad. The rooms themselves don't always seem so bad, but a lot of the time, like that room there, it just feels like they show up a little bit too early. Like for example, these maybe not even the rooms, maybe just the enemies. But for example, that enemy right there, Judas's shadow. We don't want that because we don't want to be respawning as Judas. But that's a prime example right there. That's an enemy that flies at you at decent speed, has okay health, and splits up into more enemies. And, I mean, the only real enemies that I can think of that spawn more, like, enemies that come after you after... Oh, my God. Not having a good day today. The only one I can really think of is things like the Mulligans. So I think just a few of the rooms or enemies may need to just be showing up on a few later floors. It's sort of adding some extra difficulty to the runs that I'm not expecting for the most part. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure whether this is a good idea or not. Looking at how much fire rate we just got out of that, like, this guy can just be a... Look, what the hell? He didn't actually spawn anything there, but he can. Oh, no. That was such a decent start to a run. I died to that. You're kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Like, so these enemies aren't too bad because they're pretty weak, but these ones do spawn more enemies as well, and it does seem like that's a pretty common trend with Ipecac's enemies from what I've seen. Like, there's a good amount of them that don't do that, but there's also quite a lot of them that die and spawn something else on death. And when you've got quite a few of those enemies in one mod, and I've got very few mods that add enemies on, it's only this and Deliverance, they show up quite often. And I do realise that during my testing, I am playing on a version that has a much higher chance of modded rooms appearing, just for testing purposes. I do realise that, so I know that when I play the mod on its full release, that won't be the case. What does the Foiled Fool do again? I can never remember. Oh, it gives us return to starting room, mapping, and speed. Okay, that's good. But yeah, so I think that's maybe one thing that could be looked into and turned down a little bit. Oh my god, just the amount of enemies that spawn enemies is relatively high. And I don't know if that's something that you maybe want to just reduce the chances of those enemies spawning other enemies, or the amount they spawn, or if you just want to move those enemies to different floors and on different rooms. Whichever one of those would be better. But I definitely think that the first, like, 2-3 floors shouldn't have as many of these enemies. Like, these guys, for a first floor enemy, those guys are brutal. He just killed me. I know I'm playing the Keeper, so I expect to die a few times. Those flies are really, really, really strong for the first floor. They don't have particularly high health, but they fire a lot of shots. They fire shots on death, and they explode into flies. And them flies can be the little flygers that explode into more flies or spiders, and it's just crazy. It's just too many enemies in small rooms to be able to manage it when you've got no items. And it gets a little bit much to deal with. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so this is going to be a bad idea. Let's just try it and see what happens. I'm expecting to die. Look how bad buttons are. Buttons are just awful. Right. This shouldn't be too hard. I always forget these guys zoom towards you, but I've got enough speed to get away from them, even with the slight speed down that our boy here starts with. Oh. Yeah, I think... oh, I should have just left that penny on the floor. I think Deliverance has a pretty good balance on enemies, but Deliverance doesn't add anywhere near as many enemies, so that's probably why. I think the reason they have a lot less issues with enemy balancing is just because there's so much fewer of them. I will note that a few of their newer enemies that they've got on the first few floors, they've got like 2 or 3 new enemies. When they're champions, for example, this guy's not a big problem, but when he's got the green creep, he's a huge problem. There's a few of them that definitely aren't balanced too well around champions, but then again, champions are always going to be quite significantly harder when you get on the first floor. Why are we getting such bad item rooms? I'm trying to play the first floor just because I don't want to keep restarting for an item room because it's just boring to watch, but if we're going to get really crappy rooms over and over again, then I will. So yeah, I think that's kind of like a big thing in Ipecac is really more the enemy balance than it is the item balance. I think item balance in item balance in Ipecac is actually pretty darn good. The only I'd love to get that. The only items that haven't been balanced are ones that have literally been broken, that haven't been working as intended and are easy to abuse, and they've mostly been patched. So I think that the item balance for the most part, I mean, there's quite a few I haven't unlocked, but the item balance for the most part is really good. Ooh, randomly moving tears, herming, spectral, and confusing. Wow. I'm going to try this out. It could be terrible, but spectral herming, even with this wackiness, and the fact that we can confuse enemies, sounds like it's going to be pretty damn powerful. So we'll take 2 pennies, leave 2 for later. Yeah, I think this could be genuinely very good. Now, I'm really hoping... Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm really hoping that we can get ourselves some flight, like even just in a card, a hanged man or something, in order to get ourselves over to get sinus infection, because sinus infection is probably one of my favourite items in the game. I think it's really fun, and it's also really good if you're firing multiple tiers, which of course this guy does, because you're sticking more into the enemy, getting more damage over time, and it really... Oh my god, I cannot believe I just got hit by that. Right. This room needs to be over, like, ASAP. Oh, thank god for that penny. That was terrible. This is pretty decent, we'll take that. This is an okay run, I'll stick with this. But yes, so... I'm still getting some lag. I don't really know what that's about. I was getting really bad lag the last episode, and I'm still getting some this episode. I'll have to maybe look into 1 or 2 of my mods and maybe try uninstalling a few that are unnecessary that I don't need. We'll see though. So let's see how this goes. So the concussive is probably the biggest part of this being powerful. Of course, it's very difficult for us to directly hit enemies. A fire rate up would go a really long way here. Something like... Skinny Odd Mushroom would be awesome that we just had earlier, because that upped our fire rate by a ton. But confusing enemies is a really good way for us to deal quite a lot of damage and stay very safe ourselves. Sadly, that's not going to do anything for us. It's not going to give us any health or anything. But we'll carry on. We'll carry on. And this is... As soon as we get some safety, as soon as we get some way to not insta-die... This could be a run that I can see doing very well, because being able to confuse people this like efficiently is crazy, because we can just keep them in a corner. Most enemies that are confused don't even move. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. Okay, this could be a room I die in, because the little spider dude is very horrible. Luckily we didn't. And also, while the tiers are going out in random directions, giving them spectral is making us safer, giving them herming is even better, and I do believe as well that some of these confused enemies don't even shoot, which is even better. Even better. So let's see what we get here. D100. Oh, baby. Now, I'll pick it up, but that's a risky one. Now, I think what I could technically do here... Let's see what we get for our boss item first. But I think what we could technically do here is drop our trinket on the floor in another room. Unless, does D100 affect the whole floor? I can never remember if it does or just a single room. I think it's just a single room. But then we could re-roll and carry on from there. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me go and fact check here because I need to know if it's going to re-roll the trinket. Because if it is, then I really don't want to use it. D100 Isaac. D100 rerolls all passive items on Isaac, rerolls all pedestal items in the room, and rerolls all pickups in the room. Only in the room. Okay. So we can effectively use that by dropping ourselves the okay, I really need to blow you up. Dropping ourselves the trinket on the floor so we can still use it. And considering our items aren't the best, now of course I am quite liking the fire that we're shooting off, but with the low fire rate we have right now, it's not great. And the other thing is that the old bandage is quite literally doing nothing for us here, so we probably want to just get rid of that. So I think my plan is we wait for the boss. That guy's confusing. We wait for the boss, see what item we get from there. Please just hit him. There you go. We see what item we get from the boss. It's pin as well, so this shouldn't be too hard, especially with the confusing. We see what we get from pin. And then if we want to re-roll that as well, then we go for a re-roll. We've got to remember we're getting this every 6 rooms, so we can roll until we get things that we want. Okay, confusing on him while he's jumping is pretty obnoxious. Kind of hard to deal with. We're getting Vegemite. Yeah, so I think we pop in here. We check what we're getting out of these. Just a bunch of flies. We go out of here. We drop this on the floor. We come in here. We re-roll. Hey, there you go. So we've got a damage up. We got coffee beans, which is a speed up. And this is already way better. Our fire rate's still bad, and Rubber Baby isn't the best, but we're already on a better start here. And we can just kind of keep doing that until we get the sort of stuff that we want. We're already on a very promising run here. Now, the only thing that we're severely missing out on is fire rate. Damage is looking good. The Rubber Baby seems to be affected by the worm, which is interesting. Oh, damn, I did not see you there. But main thing we're missing out on is survivability. We need survivability still. This character's always going to suffer from severe lack of survivability until we have something that's going to generate us coins semi-regularly, or like Holy Mantle, something like that. So let's check what we get here. Dead Sea Scrolls. So we'll probably do another reroll. I know that we'll be losing damage up, which isn't ideal, but that's an item that we could be getting something out of. So I wanna make sure we get something out of it. Now I don't actually know how these flies work. These stone flies. I don't know what they do. Do they just hang around and get in the way, or... I'm really not sure. There's another key, though. Almost got a reroll ready. We'll probably just go for the reroll as soon as it's available to us. Okay, we do have some... He is still able to hit us, even with confusion on him. In fact, he just doesn't seem to care about the confusion whatsoever. We got pennies there. So we'll go back in here. We'll start up the plan, and we'll just keep on doing it until we get the stuff we want. I am worried that we're going to re-roll into a really bad set of stuff. I mean, that's not great considering we already have homing, but maybe it'll make the homing better? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't know how the homing is programmed onto that trinket. It might be homing in the exact same way that the item gives you it, or it might be a very light version of the homing. It seems to be identical for right now, so probably not the best for us. We don't seem to be homing onto the enemy any stronger than we were before. So, in that case, we will go in here. Drop this off again. This is going to be a bit of a tedious process, I do understand that, but it's well worth it to try and get some good stuff going on. Get one of those, we'll bang that open. Give us some pennies for later, good. We got some good stuff here. We got ourselves a little bit of a damage up. We got ourselves the little pin tiers. We got ourselves the anemic, which is probably isn't isn't the best for us. That's probably our worst thing right now. But the pin tiers could be very interesting. It basically does what it says on the tin. It pins enemies together. I really don't know why I can't. These guys have to pop up. I see. I was unaware of that. It didn't look. They looked fleshy enough to just shoot at them. Yeah, the effects of enemies dying seems to still be giving us a major amount of lag, and I'm not 100% sure why. Okay, good. We do have 2 of these, so we'll pop in here, which is probably our item room. It is indeed. And you know what? While we're here with the amount of bombs that we have, we should go and plant a bomb on you, just in case we get Steam sale or a lot of money. I'll just take that for now. And we should go to our library over there, which could indeed give us another bunch of good items to take. Library, what do you hold for me? You hold... Oh. Now, I think we got to do this. So we go in here, we drop our trinket. Oopsie, did not mean to pick that up. We drop our trinket there. We come over here. Actually, no. Do you know what? Let's make sure we get the best out of this we possibly can. So we'll go through as normal. We'll try and charge up our D100 through just completing rooms if we can manage that, and then we'll probably take that Holy Mantle book because it sounds just amazingly valuable for us. It just sounds too good to be true. Good. And one more room. Really depends on the enemies, but a lot of these rooms have been super simple for us so far. Okay, so there you go. We've got that. So now we go across over here. We go... The speed is so sad right now, considering we had such high speed at one point. We drop that in here. We do this here. See what we get. That has unfortunately changed those into thingy. No, none of these are any good really. And we take this, come back through here, we do it again. Okay, we've got something good. We've got double vision again. Do you know what? I'm happy enough with this. Double vision is really, really good for us. So then we will take this Holy Mantle. And I believe it just gives us Holy Mantle for the room. So essentially we just pop it whenever we can. If we could get the ability to have 2 charges per item, it's going to be great. We also open up secret rooms automatically, which is going to help out in the long run. Sadly, that's not going to do anything for us. We don't have anywhere to reroll that either. Don't think we have anywhere to reroll the shop, so we can't really do much with that. So we'll use this. So basically, once every 2 rooms, we're going to get the ability to be a bit safer. And having this double vision is really good because firing more tiers with this randomizer bullshit we've got going on right now with all our tiers going everywhere, it's just going to make it more likely that the homing hits and we get more damage off, which is exactly what we want. We'll pop in here, we'll pop that. You might be hard, you might not be. I'm expecting you to be relatively difficult. But we've got a free hit nonetheless, and this is the sort of defense we were looking for earlier. It looks like the creep that we're passing off from our little spewer isn't really doing much, but that's not a problem. Try and get him more to the center. He's going to the center himself here, which is nice. And already, you can see this is going pretty well. So that's a health up, so we'll definitely go in here first. We'll take Guppy's tail, and then we can take this to get our health up. We will get a trinket out of this, but we don't want that. And we, unfortunately, are willing to leave the D100. We've got a good enough run. It's not the best, honestly. The only thing we got that was better was double vision. We could have gone for like something like a damage up or a really good tiers modifier. But I think it's better to just play it safe, take the one good item, and carry on our way. And who'd have thought that an item such as this would be the item that helps us so much. Now, what we could technically do is save our Holy Mantle for when we get hit and then pop it after that. But I'm not sure if that's the best idea. We'll take that. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the best idea because we could still fail the room. My sort of idea right now is we pop it whenever we enter a room that looks risky. A room that looks like we could easily be hit, we just pop it. That's the way I'm going to play this. because there is plenty of rooms that I've played this game for enough time to know there's plenty of rooms that I can walk into and on initial assessment immediately go, yep, that's a room that can hit me. Especially as the keeper with our low speed. I think speed and fire rate are the two true things we need right now. What's this green icon in here? Oh, is that a luck penny? Yeah, that one's a luck penny. I see you there. We'll take that now. Cool to see that luck pennies have a new icon. I'm guessing that's part of Ipecac. This room could be problematic, but I think it's going to be okay. Pop that open. Pennies galore, so we'll leave them about. Yeah, we'll keep on going. But yeah, this ability to confuse so easily is pretty overpowered, to be honest. I can see how with a single fire rate, like a single tier rather than triple shot, this item would be pretty bad. It would not be very usable at all. So this is a room that I'm going to use this on because, for one, it's a double room, so we'll instantly get a full recharge after. We technically should just use the book on all double rooms because it's going to fully recharge. But also, these enemies are a nightmare. I hate leeches. I get hit by them constantly. Is that not the room done? Oh, there you are. You see how I mean? It's so hard to hit things. We got a recharge there anyways. It's always risky doing this on this dude, but I'll try it. Mum's earrings. Ooh, that's a big damage up. I think that's a damage up based on the amount of enemies in a room, from what I remember. So that's going to be pretty nice, actually. So this is a room I'll use this on, mainly because we've got a battery back there. Yeah, damage based on the amount of enemies in a room, pretty damn good. It's just free damage. We don't have to do anything for it, so I'm happy with it. We'll come back and pick this up. I really can't tell if I'm lagging a bit or if my speed is just that slow. Going from high speed to low speed is always just horrible, horrible, horrible. So we have used the key there. We should be fine for these guys, especially ones that have to run at us. We can stay pretty safe against those. Thank God we don't have to do that room. Okay, so this would be a room that I'd use my air thing on, but we killed two of them immediately, so I think we're okay. We're looking for our shop now. We really want to look for the ability to get this this book on a one-room charge. Okay, definitely going to use this. Little Spew is actually really, really powerful. I'm underrating him, he's really good. Not that I use the pills he gives you, but still. We've got plenty of money about. Oh my god, that's lovely. We've got plenty of money about, so we'll take, like, all of this apart from 2. Just leave that there. Although, apparently, there is an achievement for getting to, in Ipecac, for getting to 99 coins as the keeper. So we'll leave those 2 there and go back and pick up the rest. This room. I'm just going to go around it. I'm not dealing with that room. It's too much, man. We'll bomb this guy in case we get anything tasty. A few extra coins. Yeah, so I do want to try and hit 999 coins if possible. We got a bed. We got a bunch of keeper heads. Don't think the bed does anything for us, to be honest. Okay, we do have a temperance card as well down there that we should probably just go and use and blow it up. Would be a fine idea. It's a little bit extra, a little bit something something. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this has been a pretty good idea so far. We'll pop this bad boy open as well. There you go. Yeah, we're getting there. I mean, this is also just okay. We're definitely dead. That room sucks dick. That was such a good run. That was such a good run. I'm very upset about that. That was such an amazing run. Oh, I'm so depressed. That was such a good run, and that room is just... I think on both the Lost and the Keeper, that room is an absolute run ruiner. Completely. It's so difficult to do that room without getting hit, especially with the wavy tier thing there. That was definitely a problem. Crack the sky. Oh, we need something like really top tier here. I'm super upset. Apple could be good. It's a fire rate up, so I'll take it. And it's technically a damage up as well. Ugh, so much health. Yeah. I love wacky runs like that as well. It's so sad to see wacky runs like that go. When you get something really odd that works for some strange reason, it's so upsetting to see that go. So that's really... Oh, I should have just left it on the floor. I'm stupid. So it's really sad to see that go. Really sad to see it. But that's the keeper for you. I had protection and everything. I just didn't have it charged. It's not even like I just didn't use it. I just didn't have it charged. Saddest of days. Saddest of days. We'll get something like that back. We just got to make sure that now, like, we know that trinket exists, and we want to be looking out for it whenever we play the keeper, because it's not particularly strong, but it's safe. It's very, very safe. Yeah, these enemies here are far, far, far too much for this floor. They got too much health. No, I wouldn't even say that. No, the champion ones have a lot of health, but they just spawn so much shit on you. Give me a penny. Ugh. Yeah, anything that's based on these little fly dudes just shouldn't appear on floor 1. It's a bit too much. Oh, dude, he tried. He tried for me. Most of the time he doesn't, but he did try for me. Oh, he got me. He actually got me. Wow, I've died to Larry for the first time ever. Oh, this run is an absolute bust now. I'm just depressed. That was such a fun run and it's gone. I very rarely get to have fun as the keeper. Very rarely. Because things like that happen. Lemon mishap. God damn it. Linker Bean. Look, it's just... The game just does not want me to have fun on the keeper. I know I said I was going to explore the floors until I find the item rooms, but I'm... I'm bored of that. I just want a good item. This is specifically the reason I hate the keeper. Because... You can't just play a run. If you're trying to do achievements as him, you can't just go, oh, but we'll just start a run and see what we get, because that just doesn't work. You've got to get something really top tier to start your run off. Unlike Cursed Eye or Dead Bird. You've really got to get something that stands out from the crowd and pushes you forward, especially in the damage or... You need either damage, tier rate, or defense as your starting item, really. Or like some really good tier mod. You do not need Lost Fly. My god, game. My god. Please help me out here. I know that sometimes you can start with pretty humble beginnings and end up in a pretty good place in Isaac. That's kind of what the game's all about. You can start off really bad and get some really good stuff, but starting off bad as the keeper is just not fun. It's just not. Like I said, this is why Keeper's one of my least favourite characters. And I find him quite dull to play, because if you're going for achievements, you've got to kind of play in a certain way. And right now that way is not working, because it will not give us an item room. And even when it does... Do you know what? I 100% know what the lag is from. Holding R seems to be lagging out the game. I don't know if there's anything that can be done about that. But holding R is 100% causing the game lag, like doing multiple restarts in one run. I don't know if like a Deliverance or Ipecac is initializing something in a very strange way. It could be that, but it seems to be... It's even affecting it post-run, yeah, but the more times I seem to be holding it, yeah, that's awful. Like, I'm pretty sure if I restart my game now, it'll be fine. It seems to be something to do with holding R to restart runs or restarting multiple runs in one playthrough. There's definitely something odd going on in initialization of some items or some characters or some enemies that's just not healthy for the game right now, and it's causing a backlog. Something's not being yeah, that's way better. Something's not being deleted or trashed or whatever, so it's causing the game a lot of extra lag. That's 100%, ow. That's 100% what it is. So if the developers of either Ipecac or God's sake, either Ipecac or oh yeah, well we should have got an unlock for that. No, we're at 98 because we picked one up for health. Okay, there you go. There you go. Greed Soul. We unlocked it. Well, that was that was easy. Glass cannon. I would have a key. But yeah, that'd definitely be something nice to look into. That would totally help out. Hey, give me that shop. Yeah, I guess. It's going to make the flies that we do get better. And I guess I'll take this for later. Does Mum Racer give a damage up? Because we've got a damage up and I don't know where from. Or maybe it was a counterfeit dollar, however it's called. But that was a nice way to get the unlock. But you didn't think of that interaction, did you? Haha. Cheese the system. So apparently that's like one of Ipecac's sort of flagship cool cool items that allow you to get some keeper unlocks in other ways. I'm imagining it's a familiar, or it might not be a familiar, but I'm imagining it's a familiar that when you die respawns you as greed. That would be my initial reaction. My first impression on what that might do. That would make most sense to me. Right, so Mama Mega we'll probably just use on if we make it to it, we'll probably just use it on the mum floor to get into boss rush if we want, but also just to clear out everything. Clear out all the rooms. Open up secret rooms, all that jazz. We're starting off with better fire rate and a little bit better damage here. It's nice. I like. We got some... Oh, we got a negative. We lose 5 coins every 5 rooms we complete. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain. But not too bad. Wow, the fact that we didn't get hit there is just great. Just great. Damn it, no key again. We need keys for both the shop and the item room now. Mainly the shop though, honestly. The shop's probably more important right now. Glitch card, I'm just going to use it. It did something. Can they, I wonder, can the glitch card, I think the glitch card's from Deliverance, can the glitch card proc cards from other mods? Right, into the shop we go. Let me buy some beautiful items, please. Piggy bank. Yes, we need that so bad. Another key for our item room. And we should try and go deep here and see if we can get something really, really good. Track nearby projectiles. Filling the danger meter after filling gives a random pickup item. That could technically give us money, so I'm going to go for that. Let's keep rolling. No. No. Yes, we need that just in case we get something like that book, and we'll definitely take that. Okay. We've got some interesting stuff here. Piggy bank, I know that it works differently on the... Oh my god. What on... why is one of the things going around the wrong way? That's not fair. What was going on there? A Pyromaniac's pretty good. I don't know if it works on the Keeper, actually. Should probably go and check that. We'll keep that too. Let's actually check that. So, first of all, let's do 2 checks here. So, Piggy bank, I want to see. It does have a lower chance to work on the Keeper, doesn't it? When the Keeper, it'll drop 0 or 1 coins rather than 1 or 2. Okay, and Pyromaniac. Right. Isaac, Pyro, Maniac, Keeper. I can't find anywhere if it works. But for now, I'm going to assume it doesn't. But this is the startings of a decent run. So we now have the ability to get coins back on getting hit, which is basically what we should have with the Keeper Head, but we don't. So it's very nice to have that now. We just need more fire rate and more damage, and then I'm going to feel a lot safer. Also, that danger meter item, it's of course not guaranteed to give us a key or even anything, but basically what that does is, when we have a near miss with a projectile, like it's just, it very nearly hits us, or I think even if enemies get near us, it fills up the meter. We'll do that, duplicate our bombs. It fills up the meter, and it gives us a consumable. Now that's good because it could be a penny. It's not good. It's not got a great chance of being a penny. It's got like a 1 in however many chance. It's probably like a 1 in 10 chance or something crazy. I don't know how many things it can drop, to be honest. But it's got a chance of being a penny, which means there's a higher chance that we live, and I want that. I really should have used that penny to check out if I can take damage from bombs or not. Well, if I can refill my health with bombs, should I say. I know I can't take damage from bombs. But from one good run to another... Oh my god, thank god that guy died when he did. Also, I didn't even speak about Cat and Ninetails and how good that is for us. We'll pop these poops and see if we get a penny from any of these first, before we do that room. I'd rather not. Nope. I'm not going to do that room. Oh, that's a nice penny right there. Good, good. Thank you, Squire. Okay, that guy dropped a battery for some reason. There's a penny as well. So we are going to be constantly basically, now that we've spent all of our money, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to get money again. Like, as in, like, enough to buy things. Unless we find, like, rooms like we did previously with lots and lots of money in it. Or, like, golden poops. Because we're going to be constantly losing 5 coins... 5 coins every, like, 4 combat rooms. I think it's 4 or 5 combat rooms. Every few rooms we're going to be losing our money. So we've got to be prepared for that. How are you not dead, sir? What on earth? These spiders are another one of the Afterbirth Plus enemies that most people despise. They're really, really, really strong, and they have probably one of the worst jumping mechanics in the entire game. Like, these spiders are bad, but the Ragling ones are even more unpredictable because most of the time they just poot around doing nothing, and then all of a sudden they absolutely yeet. Alright, we should be fine here. Surprised that guy didn't die from that. Got him. Danger meter's filling up. I like the fact there's an actual meter below now. I never noticed that before. I don't know if it's a new addition or something I just never noticed because I had too many items or whatever, but it's nice to see. Yeah, so it looks to be that it's only tier projectiles that affect it. I'm gonna go back to these rooms over here. It's only tier projectiles. Actually, no. Why not just do this first? Looks to be only tier projectiles that affect it. Ooh, this is a bit of money. We did not get the proc there, so we need to destroy that poop. What? Excuse me, but dips don't leave Red Creep, last I checked. Okay, this episode's done, but I'm gonna go and check the recording and find out what the hell happened there, because I am sure that's a bug. There was not an enemy there that leaves Red Creep, was there not? Right, either way, hope you guys enjoyed. This was a kind of annoying episode. We just had 2 really good runs ruined by bullshit. And I'm very annoyed about that. It's why, again, I'll say it again, it's why do I play in the Keeper? Because you have fun runs, you get something going, and it's like, nah, fuck you. Fuck you. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.